All right. Welcome back, Just Carve Rob. What are we doing today, Rob? Well, we took a piece of 2x2 by 4 inch, 2x2 square 4 inch, ran through the bandsaw and turned it into 1x1 4 inch for projects. We're going to the 1x1 because, plain simple, it's quicker to carve a 1x1 than to try carving a 2x2 or a 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 or a 1 1/2 by 1 1/2. So, for video's sake and time's sake, we're going to do some 1x1 stuff. All right. All we did was do a little cleanup from the bandsaw, get some of that fuzz off of there. Yep, that's what we did on this one. So, what are we going to carve? I think we should carve a little fairy, a pixie type creature. So let's take this piece that's 4 inches long. Half would be 2 inches long. Half a half would be 1 inch long. So we're going to make her head 1 1/2. No, let's make it 1. Now let's make it. We'll start out at 1 1/2. 1 1/2. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. At 1 1/2. Okay. Nah, I think that's going to be, well, I guess it all depends on what we do with the hairdo. I think that's going to be too long. Now, if we give her a hat, that'd be okay. So let's go back and just go with the 1 inch. Can always make the face a little bit longer. A little bit longer. We could. So we're just going to go with a 1 inch. Okay, like that. This means nothing. We'll go ahead and put center lines in. How's that? Oh, perfect. Perfecto. Put some center lines in here. Like that. Bring them across the top. Might as well bring them across the bottom. Ooh, that one got way off. I gotta stop swinging my hand at the end. Okay, something like that there. That is way off. There we go. All right. Then we gotta pick a side. What side do we want to be our face? So we go this way with it. This is how I usually figure. If I'm working off the corner, the face is going to be this wide. And then that will give us room for shoulders. Right? So that is probably 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. And so it would be about, what is it on the width? Once you get down to the bottom, what do we got for width? Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8 of an inch. Okay, so, but we can make the head bigger because this is really fantasy, right? So we can make our head a little bit bigger if we want. Knock these corners off. I'm just going to put some rough reference lines here. Marks so we know where we're at. Like that. Okay, so what are we going to do now? Well, we're probably going to give her some big pointy ears. So let's come off the corner. Down like that. And then we can bring the ears in however you wanna. Like that. I should move it down if I'm gonna do that. Nah. We're gonna make this the width of our face right here. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. So, on that note, I still don't want to go ripping these corners off. I'm just gonna give them a place to live here, something like that. Something like that. Go ahead and like that there. Those points are not going to stay on there, so we might as well take them points down a little bit, because they'll just end up breaking. All right, so we might as well cut in here and cut in there. Man, that thing is pointing on the fingers. And then we know the back of our head is going to be right here. Something like that. So we can let's go ahead and get rid of some of that wood, because we got to bring this side in and that side in. And we might as well go ahead and get rid of these tops. Those ear lines were just that rough. They were just the rough estimation of where we're going with it. Okay. We're going to say this is where our nose is going to be, right? About, yeah, right about here. So we might as well just go ahead and bring this back. Something like that. Man, this thing is pointy. Pointy, pointy. I had to take some of these sharp corners off in here. Yep. Let's get these sharp corners off. Like that. Get them off. And so we bought that back. Let's go ahead and bring this forward. We're back and forth, back and forth. I'm trying to leave this alone because that's where your ear is going to end up at. I think that's where the ear is going to end up at. I'm not sure. Ba ba ba. I should take the Dremel with the tool, the Cuts All Extreme Burr, and come in here and block our line in for the ears. I could do that. Or we could, looks like this one's got to come down a little bit, match that one over there. Or we could just rough them in. Kind of just come in here and go like that. Get that chip of wood out of there. Do the same thing on this side. Take that chip of wood out of there. Something like that. We went pretty deep on this side. Something like that. Yep. I think that's starting to come around. A little bit. And that's why we're using the 1x1 right there. Because we can just manhandle it. We can just mammal it. And we'll do the other side. I got just that light. It's dinging. Drive me nuts. It's kadingling. We'll see if that helped it any. Okay. Be careful on your down cut here. Remember, your grain's running up and down and wood splits up and down. Right? Right. Looks like we got to take some more off this side here. Like that there. Try and set that line. Like that there. And we can make this hair like it's coming up and going behind the ears. Got some more work to do up here though. Give it that backflow look. We'll probably fast forward through this part. Because it's boring. Is it boring? It might be boring. I'm just pushing that ear back that way. Actually, what I should do is go ahead and down like that from each side of the ear. Going to leave about 1/4 of an inch in between. Better to leave it big. That way there you can come back and make it smaller later. Okay, so what are you going to do with them ears, Rob? Well, we got to give them a jaw, so. We'll do that. Doug would be ashamed of me. Dougie Linker. You're supposed to make that cut in one pass. And I didn't. Sorry, Doug. All your years of teaching me have gone to waste, I guess. Go there, and we'll go back here. Come across here. If you're really skilled, you can make that a chip cut right there, but nope, I didn't do it that way. Come over here. Back up there. I'm just going to take out little bites. Little bites. That's how you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. Okay, so now we've got our face parameters are now set. Can't have ears on the side of your face anyway. Something like that there. Yep. That's the way. I like it. Boy, this side don't want to chip out like that side. There we go. Now we got it. There we go. There you go. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to cut under here for the neck. Basically stop cut, slice up. Stop cut, slice up. Stop cut. Okay. Get rid of this piece out of here. We're going to have to go deeper with that too. So get ready for that. Yep. Okay, ready? Up. And up. And then up over here. Same way. Get them chunks out of there. Like that. And then we can... What can we do now? What can you do now, Rob? We can bring our ears like that. We'll do the same thing on this side because your ears don't go all the way down to your jaw. The ears are at the top of the jaw. Something like that there. Round that off a little bit. I know. I'm jumping the gun here. jumping the gun. All right. So then we come from that corner of the ear. This is the way I'm doing it. You can do it however you like. And from this corner of the ear, wow, my line is off. Corner of the ear here. And up and around like that. So what we can do is go ahead and cut in that line there. Like that. And we can come back and take out that piece of wood. Like that. So we're putting a forehead in. And this is our hair here. Actually, let's give her, take that up a little, just a little bit higher, I think. Something like that there. That still looks like a lot of hair to me. Yeah. Might as well go a little bit higher. We don't want her to look like she's a balding sprite or whatever it's going to be here. What's that hair disease? Alopecia? Is that what it's called? We don't want to give her alopecia. Yeah, Jordy's supposed to be working up another challenge piece for the Halloween thing. For the Halloween thing. He's been carving like a maniac all day, he said. Carving like a maniac all day. So, who knows? Who knows what Jordy's going to come up with? I'm sure it'll be a wing dinger, though. Sure it's going to be something special. All right, you can see we got most of the face roughed in. We're working on flipping the hair. Little tiny heads, I'll tell you what. Little tiny head. Cleaning up the ears. Getting them all shaped in there. Shop inspector's yelling. Hey, hear her out there? She wants to be in the shop. That's the problem. And she can get real mouthy if I don't pay attention to her. So, yeah. Drawing in, we're going to put her ear holes. And we're going to start off with a small Dremel ball. Show the folks, Rob. Oh, you're not going to show them? Small Dremel diamond ball. Very small. Super small. Yep. All right, so we got that tiny Dremel diamond burr in there. We're working those ear holes in. I'm going to plunge in deep right down there at the bottom. Just going to angle it towards the back of the head. And then we'll smooth it down into the holes that we have for the ears there. And we'll get them all shaped up. I think our next burr, we're going to go ahead and put the hair on. So we'll probably be using a bugle burr for that. Sorry about that lost footage of the carving the face in. But sometimes that kind of stuff happens, as it did here. Or just, we got the a flame diamond burr in there, micromotor. Running at about 3/4 speed, in case you're wondering. Tracing the outline of the hair, smoothing out the forehead. I love these little flame diamond burrs because of the football shape to it. It lets you do cut in round spots like beside the nose where you don't want it to come down sharp, so it can roll in under the eyes. And then just with these little people, all the sanding, all my sanding is done with one of these diamond flame burrs here. And we'll get into putting the mouth in, which will be a assortment of different things to cut them in. So I'm smoothing over the eyebrows. I'm smoothing over in between. I'm making that a little bit wider at the nose and smoothing everything off so it has more of that girl look, I guess. Girls have that big Y that go up between the eyes, and guys have more of a T. So once you learn to create that Y between the nose and the corner of the eye, your girl faces will come along much quicker for you. It took me a long time to learn that. And I picked up that trick from Alec, A-L-E-C, Lacasse. He has a great tutorial on face carving, whether it be the little guys or, big pieces of cottonwood bark. So you might want to go over and check out Alec Lacasse. Remember, it's not Alex, it's Alec. A-L-E-C L-A-A-L-A-L. No, Lacasse. L-A-C-A-S-S-E. I get it. Even I'm looking at it here on a piece of paper, but I'll get it. So we got one of them golf tee burrs in, or bugle burr, or whatever you want to call it. It works good for cutting in hair. It works good for making buggy eyeballs, like your zombie people. Zombie people, the buggy eyeballs. Works real good for that. That's exactly how I got the eye sockets built for Zombie Mom, my Halloween project. And I think I said that in there too. These work really good for making hair. It's got a nice edge to it. If you switch back and forth, or right side up and upside down, see how that burr's angled there by that inverted cone. So when you flip it the other way, like that, see now the angle is going the other way. So it brings your hairs, it'll bring your deep cut hairs more to a point. And got the brass wire brush cleaning the fuzz off of it. Now we're going to go ahead and cut that mouth in. I'll tell you, the worst thing I ever did was get rid of my Note 9 phone and go for this new one. There's so many. Okay, this has got a lot more options on it that I don't know how to use. But the old Note 9, I'll tell you, had an SD card. I could pop it out of my camera and pop it right into my phone, and then I could do all my editing and all that stuff like that with the phone. This new phone I got, I have to do some study to see if I can transfer files from my camera my Canon camera that I was recording with to this new phone somehow or another. Yeah. So I'll be having to go to YouTube University to see if there's a way I can do that. I know they both have that. Was it NFC? It's kind of like their own built-in Wi-Fi. There is a very small 1/32 diamond flame burr that I'm using for cutting in the mouth. Works out really well. It's nice and pointy, and I can get right in there. And then you got that long side. Like you see, the left hand of the mouth's a little higher, so I can take that long, round cylinder part of that and smooth it out to reshape that lip. Not that it's all that important, because this is just a little thing here. It's not like it's going to be in a museum. And I'm just cutting that bottom lip in. Random acts of carving down there in Florida. Did a zombie walking stick. Killer, man. It was killer. Go check out Random Acts of Carving. He's really good. Real good carver. And I'm just getting down in the corner of that mouth on both sides. Push it back in tighter. I probably should have moved the mouth down. Her mouth, to me, her mouth seems a little small, but then again, the whole thing seems a little small. So I probably could have moved it down if I was more, but that's because of my own thing. I think when you get a picture in your mind, you try matching that picture in your mind. In my picture, I guess she had her mouth is a fuzznick lower than it is right there. But okay, so now we change back over to the larger flame burr because it has a larger radius, so I can get under that bottom lip and roll it in. And then I can work the sides of my chin down too on this. And it gives it that gentle curve from the egg shape of the burr. Gives it that rolling curve up into the cheek. Yep. So it's coming out good, coming out good. And I'm just going to sand off all the cut lines and facet lines. Smooth her face out a little bit more with it. Yep, that's what I'm doing. I think I may have cut underneath her chin a little too far too, but making her head poke out further than it probably should. But who cares? Who cares? It's a pixie. It's a sprite. We don't know what they look like in real life. It's all mental here. Yes, it is all mental. So now I'm using that tip of that burr to push down into the hair to make it look like it's coming out of her scalp instead of that it's like a wig. So I'm pushing that point down just a little bit lower than the hair at the top of the forehead to make it look like it's actually growing out of the scalp. Yeah, okay. Okay, Rob, whatever you say, you weirdo. Yep. And then I'm just making some deeper chasing back through the channels I made with that T-burr or golf T-burr. Yeah. Just to give it some more texture. And I'm just going to go around smooth the ears out. And I think we're going to call this video carving a fairy's head. Or maybe we'll put carving a pixie's head. Or maybe carving a elf head. No. I think we're going to go with pixie. or fairy. So now we're cleaning it up with the brush again. Get it all cleaned up, and that's going to be it for this one. Share, subscribe, like. Be awesome. Be awesome. Carve something awesome, and we will catch you in the next one. All right? All right? All right, Amy Jo? All right, Spike? All right, Sean Brooks? All right, Jordy at Carving Fusion. We'll see you later. All right, bye-bye.